Alrighty guys, as most of you are aware, we've finally got our box on the back of our ute and we now have a bull bar after hitting that ill-fated kangaroo that took our car out of action for 2.5 months. We finally got it back. I'm going to show you what we carry around with us on a daily basis. So here on the left hand side of the car, in these drawers, so we have our miscellaneous duct tape and anything else that we might not use on a regular basis. And in this drawer we have all of our battery operated power tools, our battery operated grinder, our drill and our heat gun that live in here that we sometimes use for glue shoeing. And in the bottom drawer we have some extra hand tools, but it is currently stuck and can't open it. So that's a problem for later, a job for fixing later. In this bottom drawer here, this is where we keep all of our shoes. So these are shoes that we use on a daily basis. We've got all of our different sizes there. We're currently in the process of trying to work out a new system to try and get them stored vertically and maybe on a slide out. That's to come yet. We have our hoof stands. So mine's the purple one and Caitlin's is the red one. And in this drawer we have other miscellaneous stuff and a few more shoes. Stuff that we use a bit more regularly, so we've got our wrapping and our gun for our pour-in pads and stuff like that, and our discs for our grinder and our stud set. Things that we use a bit more regularly in here. Pop that back down. And on the left hand side here we have Caitlin's box. So Caitlin's box with all her tools in it and her apron, they live on this side. We also have an anvil down here. Now this is on a swing out, so it's permanently attached to the car. We can just slide that out and extend it so that we can work on the back of the car, and we have one of these on each side. And they just slide back in and fold into the car. We also have up here our first aid kit and our fire extinguisher. Very handy come summer and pretty much every day. Now in the back here we have our forge. There's in here 2-burner forge, and you can see our gas bottles at the back here and our metal bucket. Metal bucket's very important because hot shoes tend to melt through plastic buckets. Now we also have under here a nice slide out tray. Now this stores most of our therapeutic range of goods. So we've got our nails at the front here, we've got our different varieties of pads, so plastic pads, 3D pads, leather pads. These are a pour-in pad, so you just pour that straight into the hoof. Glues for glue shoeing, bar shoes and other therapeutic shoes. And up the back under here we have all of our first aid stuff for abscesses. So abscesses are running rampant at the moment, so we're very well stocked. We have our bandages, cotton gauze, elastoplast, nappies, best thing you can have for an abscess, duct tape, animal insects and scissors. Now moving around to the other side of the car, we have my box and my apron with all my tools in it, as you can see there, and another anvil on my side, so that's the side that I use. And we've just now installed a grinder, so this is our grinder that flips up, so we can use that to grind up our shoes when we have a power source, and then when we're done with it we just fold it back in. Now this is our vise. It also folds out, mainly for when we have to use the battery operated grinder. We can stick our shoes in here and then it just folds away as well. 2 gas bottles in there, ready to go, so when one runs out. We also have our drill press that we use for drilling stud holes. When we're doing studs, makes things so much quicker. A few halters and broom in the front. We also have a very sophisticated lighting system in the back here, where we have these little lights on the roof that are battery operated until we can get some other sort of power source in here. Hopefully the plan is we'll be able to put some solar panels on the roof and be able to run everything through an inverter and be completely independent of power source. So we'll be able to run the grinder and the drill press without any need for plugging into mains power. I hope this gives you a bit of an insight into what we carry every day, and if you have any questions let me know and we'll endeavour to answer them. Thanks.